Welcome back everybody to Shooting Gallery New England. We appreciate your time. Thank you for swinging by. So today we're going to be talking about another type of handgun that many new shooters are going to be wanting to probably get into. I know last time I posted a video about this, we talked about working a semi-automatic rimfire. So now we're going to be talking about a semi-automatic center fire pistol or striker fire. There's a few different nomenclatures, but it's essentially a semi-automatic handgun where it fires semi-automatically. You don't have to manually reset the striker and slide to accept a new round. So today we're going to be going over a Glock 19. This is probably one of the most popular handguns in America. So a lot of you new shooters that are picking up these guns, I'm going to show you how to safely load, unload, some of the safety features on it. So hopefully one day this can actually help a new shooter that's trying to get into a semi-automatic handgun. In 9, this will also count for 40, 45, you name it. But let's get right into it, okay? Alright guys, so since we are talking about the Glock 19, I do have to preface this saying, yes, I am a Glock fanboy, but at the same time it's one of the most easiest handguns for new shooters to actually learn on. So we'll go over the magazine real quick. This is a 9mm Parabellum handgun, so it's a 9x19. The typical magazine capacity for a Glock 19 is about 15 rounds depending on the state. I live in Massachusetts, so I'm going to be dealing with 10 round magazines for now. So now, obviously, we're going to still follow the 3 basic safety rules in this video, meaning do not keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire, which we're not going to be firing in this, but also it's more just trigger control. Number 2 is know your target and what is beyond it. So since, again, we're pointing this in a safe direction, I know there's nothing's going to happen because I'm on a 2nd floor. It's going right in the woods in either direction where I am. So my handgun is pointing in the safe direction. And the final one is do not point the firearm at something that you don't wish to destroy. So now we got that out of the way, let's kind of go over some of the features in this to where you can, safely operate the handgun. Just like in the last video of the rimfire version, this semi-automatically. So for every pull of the trigger, the slide is going to come back, eject the round, and add another round to the battery. That doesn't sound right. It's more of it chambers the next round in the battery. That sounds a lot better. Now, another thing you want to look at is, since this is a Glock, this is an issue some people might have, is it's not a physical safety on the gun. Now remember, safety is between your ears, guys. Now, there is technically a safety, it's the trigger. So, let's get this up to the camera. Now, as you can tell, right here you have this little trigger shoe. Now, that allows you to pull the trigger. Now, if I don't press that trigger shoe, the trigger is not going to fire. That is technically the Glock safety. Now, there comes with some, obviously a square notch in the rear and dot in the front. Let's see if that will focus. There we go. So that's going to be your front sights for a Glock. Now, there's one thing I do want to go over. When you are handling a handgun, no matter what, if I hand something to you like this, or someone wants to say, hey, check out this new gun I just got, number one thing you want to do is always make sure there is no mag in the gun. There is nothing in the gun right now. Now, just because there might not be a magazine in the gun doesn't mean that this isn't a fully loaded handgun. No matter what, with every semi-automatic, take your support hand, draw that slide back, visually inspect to make sure that there is not a round in that chamber to be completely safe. And then when you are going to pass the handgun back, out of reaction, just pull it back, let the person know, even though it's their gun, make sure that gun is unloaded. Alright? Now, with a semi-automatic center fire, it's going to have more of a larger barrel. It's going to be a little bit beefier to accommodate for the 9x19. This is a striker fire pistol, so every time the slide comes back, it's going to cock the striker, and it allows you to fire the gun. Striker goes forward, ignites the primer, and the projectile goes down the barrel. This still is a magazine-fed gun, so just like the rimfire, I'm going to come up to the camera a little bit. Magazine goes into the mag well, give it a nice little tap. Now the magazine's firmly in there. this does have a last round bolt open, or slide lock. Meaning, at the last round fired out of the magazine, the slide is going to lock back and catch the empty magazine in the gun. Now, I want to flip this over. Just like every other semi-automatic you're going to encounter, it's going to have a slide, stop, slide, release button right here. Your magazine well, which is right here. You push that, the mag's going to come out. If you push this button, the slide is going to go forward. Now, for every time, even if you just have a gun just like this, again, same thing. You can visually inspect, there's nothing in the chamber. Alright guys, so just like the last one, we are going to be using some dummy rounds. This is not live ammunition, so whenever you're working with a gun, making sure the function check, make sure there's no live ammunitions in the magazine, or if it's a revolver, which I am going to go over later on, is how to do single action, double action revolvers and stuff like that. But for this instance, we're going to take a dummy round, and this is a magazine. You are able to get, mag loaders and stuff like that, but when you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend getting too into that stuff. It's more learning the basics. So we're going to take the mag. Now this is the case of the rim right here. This is always going to face this part of the magazine. So you press down, push in. There you go. Make that focus in a little bit. Okay, that's how it's supposed to look in a semi-automatic centerfire pistol. Now, take again the rim. Now you usually take your other thumb, press down on the existing round, and then slide it to the back. Make sure all the rim of the case is sliding to the back of the magazine. And there you go. So, when we're going to, I have a Glock in my pocket. Now when you're going to load the mag, again, you have a hot mag, technically. These are dummy rounds. So, give it a nice little tap, make sure it's in there. So, I'm going to step to the side to see how so you guys can see how this works. We're going to load it. Since there's a round in the chamber, it's just going to go forward. Or around in the magazine, the follower's going to pick it up and go forward. So, technically, this is a loaded gun. Now, since the strikers we're in a safe direction, I'm going to grip the handgun firmly, finger off the trigger until I'm ready to pull. Take my support hand, this is how I shoot. I grip it like that, so my thumb, my index finger, and my shooting trigger finger are all parallel. And that's technically how you want to hold a centerfire pistol. It's going to work with the rimfire pistol as well. So for this instance, we're in a safe direction, we're going to pull the trigger. Okay, so now, if this was live ammo, you're going to see this eject. We're going to pull the slide back. So the new round is about to go in. Okay, same thing. Parallel fingers. Safe direction. Gonna eject that round. Okay, so with the Glock 19 and any semi-automatic centerfire pistol, my finger has not released the trigger yet. So now, there you release a little bit, you hear that reset? Bang! And now that was the last round I loaded, and as you can tell, it loads right back to the edge of the magazine. Now, to make this completely safe again, what we're going to do is we're going to press this button, drop the mag, visually inspect the chamber, and it is unloaded. So, there is a little bit more to it if we're going to do takedown, but for right now, this is just what new shooters are going to, want to know how to operate a pistol safely. So, I'm going to have another video of how to take down. I have a few videos actually how to take down a Glock. I'll link it in the description. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on this new series of how to educate new gun owners. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell in the lower right hand corner of the screen so you can get notified when you get new videos like this that come up on YouTube and Gunstreamer. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well. Instagram is where I do a lot of stuff right. So guys, we'll see you next time and enjoy. Please be safe shooting out there as well, guys. Have a good one.